Hello and welcome to the Lake Marshall Open, a Disc Golf Pro Tour Silver Series event. This is our FPO lead card coverage, round 2, back 9. After the front 9 holes, Macie Velediaz is in the lead, sitting at 5 under for the weekend. Natalie Ryan in second, Sarah Hokom in third, and myself, Holly Finley, in fourth.
All right, here we are, hole 10. This is a par 4, 570 feet. There's going to be a strong left to right wind right here as you go over the roadway, which does not play as OB, but there is OB deep of the basket. Putting it out into the center of that fairway will give you a nice approach shot. I feel like this is definitely a birdieable hole as long as you get off the tee into that right-hand side a little bit, and it leaves you a much more open approach. Here we have Macie.
Hitting the gap is important and also landing in a good position. Look at this
shot. That is perfect.
Look at this. I mean, that's the best tee shot I've seen here.
And she'll have a nice hyzer play into the green. She might even be able to go forehand if she's...
Misfire from Natalie Ryan. I like that she's still smiling about it.
And
Hokom looks at Natalie and says, Natalie!
Follows her vapor trails. Let's see if Holly can make the correction here. Yes, it's a little high, but do you sneak through? And yes, you push off to the right-hand side.
And there's just a huge landing zone over there on the right side. And you might think, oh no, my disc is going to the right. And then you get up there and it's a great position.
And Sarah gets up there. She might be behind that bush or tree.
Ooh, full send from Natalie. Oh, and she got twiggled.
Phantom branch. It's amazing what those branches can do to your disc.
The wind is really picking up here. Considered changing discs, but I feel like I already used my 30 seconds. This will be Natalie Ryan's third shot.
Oh, it gets a little tickle off the tree. She'll be looking outside of circle 2.
Hokom got caught up behind this bush, but luckily she's got that nice little tunnel right to the basket.
She lands right there in the tree or little bushes off to the left-hand side, but she should have a pretty close putt there.
Finally, we've made it to Macie's drive, and
wow.
She sends her up shot right next to the basket. She'll be looking at a birdie putt.
Let's see where this ends up. Oh, you'll be sitting in circle 2, the downhill look at the basket. And Natalie gives it a floaty bit up there. Beautiful putt, Holly. That caught the wind just nicely and just continued to sail in there. That's beautiful. Oh, and Sarah's a little bit farther back than I thought.
Great putt.
Cans it. And it was very windy on this green. You can see that the wind is coming off of that lake in the background.
Velediaz for birdie from the knee, and she gets it.
Great birdie.
Perfectly executed. That drive was a super smash.
And Natalie will be tapping in her bogey.
Here we are, hole 11, par 4, 492 feet. You and send a drive as far as possible. If you land anywhere near this bush or past it, I'd consider that great positioning. That'll leave you an open shot to attack the green, and there is OB long, so you can't be too aggressive. You still need to be precise when you're trying to get this birdie.
And I like to have something that's going to finish slightly more left. I feel like it gives a little bit more of an open look at the basket.
Oh yeah, anything on the right, you're going to be pinched off.
Yes.
Now, Macie is on the right side, but luckily she has plenty of space to still attack the green. Hokom taking the main middle gap, sneaking right by that bush.
And that's right where you want to be.
Prime positioning.
And that's actually a really great place to be because you're looking straight down at the basket, no obstructions.
And there is OB over there, so about 6 more feet left and it
that close.
be out of bounds. I didn't know either. Natalie lands in the nice grassy area.
Macie's going forehand. Great shot. Splitting those 2 trees, and you'll be right at circle's edge.
Natalie Ryan with a nice forehand.
Oh, it was nice and smooth. Oh, and hits the last guardian tree.
She'll still be inside the circle for a birdie putt.
Great shot by Sarah. She'll be looking for birdie there.
Macie now playing the hole for par. She's given herself basically a drop in. That was a little low right out of the hand.
Oh, great putt, Holly. That's a great birdie to get.
And Hokom captures a birdie as well. Macie cleaning up her par putt.
And you can see Natalie is still struggling with a little bit of that back pain from yesterday. So.
Ooh, one of my favorite holes
Oh,
on the course.
hole 12. If straight was a fairway, this is one of them. This is a par 5, 761 feet. You have OB on the left side. You have natural OB on the right side. Keeping it in the fairway is key. I actually disked down on this one and went mid-range down the fairway and just kept it in the center.
That's smart.
I do feel like this is a birdieable hole, but you really need to make sure that you have a clean tee shot, a clean approach shot, and a clean approach shot.
This is a very well-designed hole. The fairway is wide and there's plenty of landing spots. Sarah Hokom executes a perfect drive, landing center cut.
And that flips up nicely. Can it hyzer back to the center of the fairway? Yes, ma'am. Use the whole fairway on that one. Beautiful.
Macie throws discs that are fairly overstable, so she gets an aggressive left finish, but that's pretty much a landing zone over there, so it's actually a great spot to be in. Little low, little left from Natalie Ryan, and look at this, redirect.
It's a kiss into the fairway.
Perfect shot.
And the miss here is the left-hand side. Being on that right-hand side, it's just straight bush. But on the left-hand side, it's definitely a little bit cleaner. Trees in the way still, but you at least still have a look. And Sarah's landing on that left-hand side, but she should still have a look down the fairway.
Depending on how aggressive and your angle, you can choose to attack the fairway and try to shape it towards the basket, or just try to land in the middle again. Landing in the middle again can get you a birdie. There's no reason to try to get it all the way around the corner. Oh, over there by that pipe, that's out of bounds.
Oh, no.
And this is a great spot to, I'd just call that basically the landing zone for this hole where Macie was.
And she'll be off a little bit on the right, but hopefully she'll have a little step out.
I mean, she's basically made it all the way down to circle 3
Wow.
already, you know? Natalie Ryan sneaks one up there. I was safe.
Oh, great.
This is risky.
This is very risky. But very nicely executed. You'll be outside of the circle.
Thank you, Mako. Hokom doesn't quite get the angle she needed on that. And now she'll be down there in the woods, and it sort of drops down a bit. And this is Macie's third shot, so if she can just get it up to the basket, and that is a drop-in birdie.
Beautiful. Perfectly
she just
played.
made that look so easy.
So easy. And Natalie giving it a bid.
She's just really good at that lofty.
Yes,
You know,
I was
maybe
just
it
about
goes
to say
in,
that.
maybe it doesn't.
Mhm.
5 feet from the basket. And look at this. I mean, there was nothing over there, and she sends it over there by that out of bounds. Now, I decided that I wasn't going to be taking 65-foot birdie putts today, so I laid
Okay.
it up for par.
Okay.
Hokom decides that she will be doing that.
Okay.
She gives it a full send. Comebacker.
Oh, no.
That's annoying. She'll be taking a double here on hole 12, giving her a score of 7. Natalie Ryan taps in her par putt.
And you also tap in a par putt. And Macie with the birdie.
Macie just made that look so easy.
Yes, she did. All right, let's take a look at the scores. So overall, we have Macie sitting at -7, Natalie at -2, Sarah's at -1, and you're at +1. Rounding out the top 10, we have Lori, Autumn, Jamie, Whitney, Kelly, and Katie. Great job, guys.
Macie is doing work out
She
here.
is.
5 under for the round? Come
Mhm.
on. Ooh, hole 13. I
This
just
hole.
don't know if you're my friend or not, but here we are again. Nice to meet you. Par 3, 369 feet. Downhill, windy. They do give you a drop zone, and we have a waiver. You can proceed directly to the drop zone if you don't want to throw the tee shot. Velediaz opting for a sidearm off the tee. She's got the distance to get it in bounds, and it's safe.
Great shot.
Success.
Oh, and you needed to turn. You needed to turn. Oh, and she's hyzering out.
And that is a donation to the Lake Goddess. Natalie Ryan with a beautiful forehand. She also has plenty of distance to get it safe,
Beautiful.
and that she does. Hokom, a much lower line, and that's turning over. Come on, we need a hyzer finish.
Give me a skip over. Oof.
Don't get one. Add it to the lily pads. So I'll be throwing 3 from the drop zone. I'm not putting. I'm just laying up. Take a 4 on to the next.
And Sarah gives it a solid go at it, but she's right underneath the basket. And Natalie's not wanting any parts of that and just pitches up. And so does Macie.
Very good downhill hard pan read on that layup.
Yes. hopefully, maybe Sarah might be able to get to it. I don't know how deep it is right there by those lily pads.
That's why I thought it was water, but you just threw it. Did you see me laughing?
Air Spectrum is Prodigy's new line of premium lightweight discs in the mid-range, fairway, and distance driver models. Air Spectrum discs are engineered for the same shot performance of their heavier counterparts with enhanced glide.
You can now get beautiful bursts of color no matter your preferred weight.
Air Spectrum, bag one today at prodigydisc.com.
There's a lot of different facets to being a professional disc golfer. It's not just going out there Friday through Sunday and playing, majors and DGPT events. It's social media, going to signings, doing clinics, doing YouTube channels. So there's so many different facets to being Ricky Wysocki than there used to be.
All right, we're heading into hole 14, and this is once again a whole lot of water. It is a par 4, 555 feet. Putting it out, I like to go forehand just to get me onto the island, pitching up to the top of this hill here, that way I have a look at the basket. It's tough because it's such a steep hill. It's hard to be able to get it up on the hill with enough height, and I'm hoping that you crash into it without a roll down into the OB. And Macie puts it out wide, looking beautiful, and she's sitting right at the base of the hill. Great shot.
Just what you want to do. Natalie opting for a backhand off the tee.
And laces it up. And she'll be sitting on the side of the hill there. Very nice shot.
Yeah, way up there.
And you are also, will it sit? Oh. And if your disc doesn't come to rest on this island, there is a drop zone, as you can see right there with the orange little stakes in the ground.
Hokom with a great sidearm.
Puts it
Also
out
landing
wide.
safe.
Beautiful.
All right, so I'll be throwing 3 from the drop zone, looking to position myself a little bit over the ridge.
And that is perfect as long as it sits down.
Yeah.
That's how you talk to it.
Yeah, you tell it, Sarah.
And Macie also pitches up.
And that needs to chill out. Sit down. There we go. He was a little early on that flag, wasn't he? It was
Yes,
still
he was.
rolling.
It was still going.
Okay, sir.
And the OB kind of goes in and around some of those bushes in there.
Yep.
So it's really tough to be able to tell because of this downslope. And Natalie, full send.
Look at the height on it. Is it going? Is it going? And we kind of lost sight of it there.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Spotter's going to check it out. And
looks like
out
a
of
red flag.
bounds. Hokom's going.
Full send.
Yes, she is.
Oh.
And it's safe. She lands inbounds.
Oh, wow. Great job. And you look to be pinched on that tree. Yes. Great job.
Macie rolled, but what a good position she landed in.
And she'll be up top of the hill. She'll have a death putt down. We'll see if she's feeling saucy and wants to go for it.
And this is a provisional Natalie is playing because we are not sure the status of her disc on the other side of the island.
Oh. Okay.
So we determined that her disc did cross inbounds right there, and because it wasn't the tee shot, she's going to take it from right there. And unfortunately, that shot does land out of bounds.
Great upshot.
Macie says.
Macie says no parts of this,
Yeah,
please.
I'll have none. Natalie for the 6 save. Look at
Let's
it.
go.
Man, if you just don't understand how steep that putt is.
It is.
That is such a good putt.
Who dat? Is that me? I think so. One of y'all.
It's one of y'all.
Are we done with this hole yet?
We are not quite done with this hole.
Yeah, this hole and the last one I'd say are the most challenging holes on the course.
And not even just physically challenging, it's mentally challenging on these holes.
Woo! All right.
Yes. That's a tough par 4.
Hole 15, a par 4, 438 feet. This uphill tee shot, you really want to land in a good position so you can attack the green for your second shot. I like to get a shot that goes up the hill and then hyzers left. Then it'll give you this open tunnel right into the green. Oftentimes, because we're up here at the top of the hill, it's kind of breezy. Oh, you can see from the leaves here when you're doing your upshot. So you really have to read the wind appropriately. That's a little low, but look at it.
Look at the
Look out, cameraman.
Oh, there we go.
We're trying to play disc golf. Excuse me. Apparently, that is the landing zone. A great shot from Macie Velediaz, and Sarah Hokom sends one up the hill as well.
Great shot.
2 prime shots. Oh,
And Natalie full sends
and
on
actually, that's a fairway over there.
That is a great, yes.
Perfect spot.
There we go.
Worked out great.
And ooh, you clipped that tree. Good thing you're at the top of the hill though, so you'll have good footing. Oh, catches that low ceiling.
Hokom standstill forehand. It's her second shot, so she'll give herself an outside the circle look at birdie.
Macie with the Annie forehand, and she'll also be outside the circle, but unobstructed.
Love this alley that she has.
And
Whoa,
Natalie puts it a little bit long.
coming in hot.
We're right up on that tree. Yes, full flex. Let's go. That was great. That was really good. Oh, and just puts it high.
Macie gives it a solid go. Dusty landing.
Yeah, I guess that's there.
All right, Hokom with the par here on hole 15. We started the day with Sarah Hokom in the lead, and now Macie Velediaz has played fairly clean throughout the entire round, capturing that ace, currently sitting in the lead, passing up Sarah Hokom.
Great putt by Macie.
Taking home another par. She's just making it look easy today.
She really is. And you're also tapping in your par. And let's take a look at these scores. Like we were talking about, Macie is -4 on the round, which is fantastic. Sitting at 6 under for the event. Natalie is sitting at even. Sarah's at +1, and you're at +4. This is a tough course. The wind plays a factor, the elevation plays a factor, and this is definitely a lot of elevation on this one. We're going downhill, and there was a stiff headwind. So this is hole 16, par 4, 638 feet. Landing down in this little valley down here, so possibly having a second shot that you can get, into the circle too. I feel like this is a birdieable shot, but you have to really give it a full send off the tee.
And there is out of bounds long if you send it too long and straight. And if you go anywhere in the right side, it doesn't give you much. Macie just did this. This was the same shot she just did.
That's
Skimmed
amazing.
the top and landed in a perfect spot.
Use the gravity to carry it on down there.
Sarah Hokom shapes one up for us. Look at this. Look at this beaut.
Oh, that was nice.
Look at that.
Wow. And being down by that log, she should be looking straight down the fairway. Natalie, yes.
Throwing those overstable discs, getting that
See you later, cameraman.
Left comeback.
Oh, sit down. Yes.
Perfect shot.
That's beautiful. Oh. Okay, there's a little bit of a cutout there. Very nice shot, Holly. That's a great scramble. And it looks like you're sitting in maybe circle 2.
Macie's second shot.
Looking at the basket. And that needs to sit. Oh, there's OB on that left side that circles around the basket. And it looks like she probably went OB on that.
Yeah, she's out of bounds left. Hokom
Sarah's
burns her
keeping it
shot.
low.
Come on, sit.
Oh.
And she is safe. So she'll be able to play the hole for par or give it a long jumper. Natalie Ryan with that crush of a drive, looking to get this second shot all the way up into the green, and that she does.
Wow.
Very well played.
And Sarah puts it up. She'll have it inside the circle look.
And I feel like seems like one of the only real mistakes Macie's made today, aside from a few maybe tree kicks, but that's not really a mistake. I feel like that was sort of an error right there, but that's the only one I can think of.
Yes, I can't think of any other ones.
Super clean game today.
And Sarah puts hers in for par.
Yeah, she jams that putt in there.
And you'll be taking a bogey. But for having that early of a tree kick into the side and only being able to come out with a bogey, that's really an awesome job on there. Macie will also be tapping in that bogey from the OB stroke.
Okay, here we go. Hole 17, par 4, 915 feet. You need 3 perfect shots to get your par here. There is 0 room for error, okay? You need a bomber of a drive off the tee. Keep it in bounds. You got out of bounds, left, right, all the way around the basket. Second shot, as long as you can get it. The third shot, hopefully you can use a mid by the time you get there to get inside the circle and capture yourself the elusive par, which we have yet to have in the FPO division this weekend. Natalie Ryan up first.
Football. Sorry. Anyone else see it?
Oh,
Sarah Hokom calls a foot fault on Natalie Ryan, stating that her foot slid off the end of the tee box while she was throwing. A foot fault requires a secondary.
You can call yourself on it if you know you went off.
Natalie says she didn't see herself go off. Macie and I were watching the disc, so no foot fault happened. We're moving on to Sarah's throw. Her drive lands safe in bounds.
it's a great shot by Macie. She'll be up on the left-hand side. And you will be sitting
Out of bounds.
Oh, no.
Sarah Hokom's second shot, matching the hillside, swinging it out OB left, letting it land safe in the fairway.
Beautiful.
Perfectly executed.
And that's great footing down there. And that... Oh, that looked like it had came back in bounds.
Macie plays the hyzer shot right to the corner. So she's in perfect position. Natalie Ryan with the longest drive. Sending an Annie around the corner, and that's cutting early. It's cutting too hard, and it has cut
into the
out of
OB.
bounds. Hokom sends a third distance drive all the way to the circle 2 area.
You'll be looking down at the pin. And Macie with another amazing forehand. Can she get a little skibbity pap in there?
Yeah,
Yes.
Macie.
Great job.
Looking at a par putt. Oh, you got to get a pet from the Nacho dog.
Gotta love the puppy love.
A must-have.
Oh, and I met this
Look at his
beauty
little
after the round.
Look
It's
at his
just
little
a sweetheart.
bandana. My Nacho friend, Natalie Ryan, sends a nice forehand shot. Tracking.
Oh,
Ooh.
it gives the basket a scare.
Yeah, she got her heart rate going there.
And you give it a great up. You'll be sitting at about maybe 15 to 20 feet. And Sarah said, I'm running it.
Yeah, she put a lot of air and power under that. I admire the commitment.
Oh,
Little low from Natalie Ryan. And Macie Velediaz for par on 17. Get in there!
Great
Our
job.
First par in the FPO division all weekend. Thank you, Macie, for the collective. Sarah taps in her bogey. That's actually not really a tap in. That was a legit putt.
Okay. I like that in your routine, you kind of do a side step to the left, almost thinking that you're going to do, for me, I'm thinking that you're about to straddle it.
Just trying to square up right. Get the
Perfect.
shoulders and the hips and the feet all in the right line.
Great putt.
A purple number. Haven't seen one of those yet, so we've seen an orange and a purple today.
All right.
Is that legendary or
It
epic?
is.
I don't know if that's good or
Full
not.
rainbow. All right. Hole 18. This is a par 5, 810 feet. Making it over by that pipe that's kind of sitting out would be a perfect drive. Anywhere to the left of that, you're sitting pretty. You want to put something up as close as you can to this pond without going OB, and then playing a shot up towards the basket to possibly get a birdie look.
This is a really well-designed hole, so if the wind is right and you're feeling courageous and you have the distance, you can attack it for eagle.
And
That turned
Macie,
over a bit for Macie. Now, yesterday, if you saw our footage, you saw Macie's exact same shot, but she went long OB. So she said she tried to dial a little bit off of that today. Hokom shot very brave right across the water, and she's safe.
Beautiful.
And
And
Natalie,
Nata says, full send, I'm going for it. Let's go.
yeah, this is aggressive. This is aggressive, and it works out in her favor.
Wow.
All the way on the end there.
We saw yesterday she had the eagle, so let's see if she can repeat today.
I like to use that white pipe that Whitney mentioned sort of as a guide on where I'm going to land.
And you give it a great shot up. And you'll be sitting at, what, maybe 215, if that? And Macie gives it a little chip up and sitting still. And as you guys can see on the right-hand side, that's kind of where the vendor village is, where we have different vendors and food trucks. I'm pretty sure they had funnel cakes over there, discs, bags, any and everything you could possibly need.
Player autograph signings, funnel cakes, fried Oreos. Natalie Ryan with her second shot into the island, and it sneaks barely out of bounds.
Oh,
But she will be able to walk that in and take a putt at birdie, actually.
wow.
So we were all range finding at the same time. Velediaz with a chip shot
Low
into
skip
the
up
green.
there.
Sneaks right
Chips
in the circle.
edge, yep. And you put it up, and bullseye. Great approach.
Sarah with a standstill forehand right up near the bucket.
Great job.
And Natalie Ryan for a birdie putt. It's long. 45. Look at
Let's
that.
go, Natalie. A great job.
Look at that. What a finish.
Oh, that was a quarter-mile run up to it also. Great job. Oh, and Macie with the stepper.
And Macie gets a par here on hole 18 to close out an amazing round.
That's
Putting
just
on quite the
fantastic.
show for us.
I mean, she kept it so clean. And you're tapping in the birdie. Great job.
And
so
Hokom
will
gets
Sarah.
the birdie.
Fantastic job.
Well, if you're
Yes,
tuning
Sarah,
in,
we made it.
tuning in to the back nine coverage, we appreciate that. But you've got to go check out the front nine coverage. Macie Velediaz got an ace, and check it out. She's now in the lead. Natalie Ryan in second place. Sarah Hokom in third.
Holly Finley, you're also rounding out that top four, and yeah, it's been a great day, and I'm really excited about tomorrow.
And it's still a tight race. I mean, with all the out of bounds and the wind and these woods, it could be anybody's game. It could be a couple of mistakes here, a couple of great holes there, and it's all switched up. So we hope to see you tomorrow. We appreciate you guys tuning in to this round 2 back nine coverage of the 2022 Lake Marshall Open, a Disc Golf Pro Tour Summer Series event. I'm Holly Finley.
And I'm Whitney Graham, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow.